Welcome to Talking Crue, the unofficial Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 128 this week, John Corabi Unplugged album review. But first, this week in Motley news, there's actually a little bit of it. John Corabi will take part of the Indie Kiss Expo on April the 11th and the 12th, so that's this Saturday and Sunday in Plainfield, Indiana. Also appearing will be the star child himself from Kiss, Paul Stanley, Chuck Garrett, who was in the Alice Cooper Band, and the Eric Singer Project. Eric Singer will be there. He was in Kiss without the makeup and with the makeup. Dave the Snake Sabo from Skid Row will be there, plus a tons more. Check out IndieKissExpo.com for more information. Nikki Sixx is in the news this week. He's been doing an Act 6 session. Someone asked him about the set list for the return of the Carnival of Sins tour. He said all the hits and a bunch of deep cuts. To me, this is really exciting. We're talking about Piece of Your Action, or we're talking about Knock 'em Dead Kid, If I Die Tomorrow. What are we talking about here as far as deep cuts? Cannot wait to see what they pull out. Tommy Lee is in the news this week. He'll be releasing a new song and music video for the song called Stupid World. It's a bonus song off the 20th anniversary. That's hard to believe I'm saying that. 20th anniversary off his solo album Tommyland. I talk about Tommyland in the Tommy Lee series on episode 73. I can't wait. I will be doing a bonus episode when this song comes out. So that's why you need to hit that subscribe button. And that's it in Motley news this week. Sorry, there's my notes. This is episode 128, John Corabi Unplugged album review is what I'm going to be talking about this week. On this week's episode, I'm just going to continue on what I'm calling the John Corabi series. I started it on episode 120, John Corabi Angoria Songs Review. Episode 121 was the Scream, Let It Scream album review. Episode 122 was Union's debut album review. Episode 123 was Union Live in the Galaxy album review. Episode 124 was Union The Blue Room album review. Episode 125 was Union Do Your Own Thing live DVD review. Episode 126 was 24/7 Destination Everywhere album review. Episode 127, which was 2 weeks ago, the ESP, also known as the Eric Singer Project, Live in Japan album review. And that leads us into this week, John Corabi's very first solo album. So let's go a little timeline on this. After the 24/7 album, he would join up with Nikki and Tracy Guns from LA Guns to help form Brides of Destruction, and he even plays on their album Here Come the Brides in 2004. I talk about that album in the Nikki Sixx series on episode 84. He was also part of the band Rat until 2008. He's even given a credited on a song that he helped write on their album Infestation. I will talk about that song in a future episode way down the road called John Corabi Guest Appearances. So in 2008, after he quit Rat or left Rat, he went solo. So now let's go info and facts on this album. It was recorded at CBK Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. Produced by D.A. Karkas, that's how I think he says it, that's Karkos. Executive producer is John Corabi. The album was released through Rat Pack Records, who has George Lynch, Lynch Mob, Michael Sweet from Striper, Vixen, plus tons more. The band is, of course, John Corabi on lead vocals and guitar, D.A. Karkas on guitar and backing vocals. He also worked with the late Jeff LaBar from the band Cinderella. And he's also a member of the band called Darkest Daylight. Topher, that's Topher, Nolan, Nolam, on bass and backing vocals. In fact, you'll hear me talk about Topher next week. Channing Brannon, that's Brannon, on drums and backing vocals. He was the former drummer of the band Collective Soul. Matt Farley on drums as well and backing vocals. So he has two drummers on this album. Not sure who plays on what, but nonetheless, the album sounds fantastic. Plus, there is a special guest on this album, Bruce Kulick. He was in Kiss from 84 to 95. Also, he was with John Corabi and Union, and he was with John Corabi in the Eric Singer Project. He does play on two tracks on guitar, Hooligan's Holiday, and Man in the Moon. The album has 12 acoustic songs. 4 are brand new tracks. There's one unreleased track. It's an Angoria song. And then there's 7 classic songs from spanning from the Scream, Motley, Crue, and Union. It was released on November the 13th, 2012. So there's your info and facts on the album. So now let's go track by track on John Corabi's Unplugged. I did find this album on YouTube. It's in the wrong order, though. I will say that. It's in the wrong order, and it doesn't have track number 13, which I'll talk about towards the end. But I will post it in the comment section down below and on the Talking Crue Facebook page. So here we go. Track number 1 is Love, I Don't Need It Anymore. It's a Union song. They just go right into this one. Love this version. Love, love, love this song. All the versions of this song, I love it. It's incredible. It's so good. Song 2 is If I Never Get to Say Goodbye. This is actually a new song. Starts off with a great acoustic guitar riff as John sings. Great lyrics, catchy chorus, great guitar solo. This is a great laid back, in the shade kind of rock song. Love it. Check it out. Song 3 is Are You Waiting? And this is the Angoria song. Just starts right up as John sings. Fantastic lyrics and chorus. Great guitar solo. Love this song. It's so good. Song 4 is called Crash. This is a new song. Starts off with some 2 acoustic guitars going at the same time, but one plays over the top of the other. John singing on this song is incredible. Amazing lyrics, catchy chorus, fantastic guitar solo. Absolutely amazing song. Definitely check out this song, Crash. Song 5 is Everything's Alright. This is a Union song. This one starts off with a little guitar playing, then a little bit of pause, then John starts to sing. Great lyrics, catchy chorus, fantastic harmonies on this. And it hit me when I was re-listening to this and putting this episode together, and it never dawned on me. And I'm not really sure why it never dawned on me, but there's a lot of Beatle references in this song. See how many Beatle references that you can pick up on this. Amazing song, love it. Song 6 is Father, Mother, Son. This is a song from the Scream. This one just starts off with acoustic guitar and John singing. This song hits me a little harder on an acoustic. It's almost more heartfelt. Amazing lyrics, fantastic guitar solo. Love, love, love this song. It's so freaking good. Song 7 is Hooligan's Holiday. This is a Motley Crue song with special guest Bruce Kulick. It just kicks right in. It's a more stripped down version, but really cool to hear. This version love it. It's, like I said, stripped down version, very unique. Of course, it's fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, great guitar solo by Bruce. Fantastic version. Song 8 is If I Had a Dime, and this is a new song. Starts off with acoustic guitar and John singing. Great lyrics and chorus, great guitar solo. This is a great song. Love it. Song 9 is Love Shine. It's a Motley Crue song. This one just kicks right in. Fantastic version of this. To me, this version is a little more loose, more more looser feel, not kind of compact than the MC94. Not that I'm bashing that. I love that version as well. But this is a little more laid back, a little more looser feel. A big difference in this is there is no drums. The drums are missing on this one. But it's still really cool. I love it. It's so good. Song 10 is Man in the Moon, and this is special guest Bruce Kulick. This is the Scream song. Starts off with some guitar playing. Sounds really cool. When John sings, sounds fantastic. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, fantastic guitar solo by Bruce. Amazing stripped down version of this as well. Love it. Song 11 is Open Your Eyes. It's a new track. Starts off with guitar and John singing. Great lyrics and chorus. Great harmonies on this one as well. Great song. It's so good. Song 12, I Never Loved Her Anyway. This is a Scream song. Just kicks right in. Great rocking version. I actually really like this version a lot better than I do the studio version, and that's just me. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, fantastic guitar solo. Love this song. It's so good. And then that is the 12 acoustic songs. Now, like I said, there is a track 13, and it is an interview with John Corabi. I can't find that anywhere but on the album. So it's a little interview with John. It's about 15 minutes long. It's from the Monsters of Rock on Hair Nation Sirius XM on the Rock Cruise boat. He talks about the Unplugged album. He talks about the Scream, a little bit about Motley Crue, not a whole lot, and a new book he is working on, which I'll talk about in a few weeks on this John Corabi series. So that's kind of the gist of the interview. That's the album. I think this is an absolute fantastic first solo album. It's kind of you got your new stuff on here. He's showing a little bit of the history of his career at this point. So you got the Scream, Angoria, which goes back before the Scream, and then some Motley Crue stuff. You got some Union stuff. To me, it's well-rounded acoustic first solo album. Homework this week. Do you have this album, and what do you think about it? Next week, I'm going to continue on with the John Corabi series with episode 129, John Corabi's second solo album, Live 94, One Night in Nashville. Album reviews, what I'm going to be talking about next week. If you know anybody that's a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. Hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to them. Tell them go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps out the podcast a whole lot. I want to welcome all the new subscribers on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. It's fantastic to have you here. I want to thank everybody who does homework and gives me thumbs ups. I love that as well. And that's it. I will see you guys next Friday. And you just took a ride on the wild side.